like rocket fuel.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. Right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Recon, 132 fighter.
Alert 3.
Rock it. Hey! Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try to left side. Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Set up, 90 Wolf.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
On 1st down, Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Back, back, back.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Herbert. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go. Leo! Undercross!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Look at me, zipper.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders 7, Saints nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hard.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Look at me. Score.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
Ready.
On first down, Dobbins. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out. 80 weapons.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Yep.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
I know he ain't got it. 25, check 25, check 25. Shift, watch the shift. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Tight guard, tight guard, tight guard. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Saints, nothing.
Set 90 Wolf.
Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47. You run. Shoot, shoot. Kill, 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 kill.
Buzz.
47 Mike, Mike 47. Hit. Watch the twist. Whip.
On third down, Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's taken down inside the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Okay, ready?
54. Mike 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throw out.
Twist.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Shift.
Deep dribble.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike 5-4. Watch the run.
Rock it.
Check three.
Snap.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ready.
It's be a long day for you. Double time. 3 down.
Hey, let go.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. No chance. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. I got it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Yeah.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. Slam. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
We go! 60 or. Get it!
He'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 5-4. Oh, you got deep? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, exit!
24 is the mic. Watch twist. 24 is the mic.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Hey, seam 6.
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Here we go.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Showing that. Showing
Gone.
Joker. Mike's 5-4. Mike.
Go.
Mike's 5-4.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hey, switch gears.
Leo.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I got him.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Let's go. 8, read.
Mike's 56.
Look at me. Zipper.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Five.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Get it.
2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ready,
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey.
Mike 54.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down, Raiders.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Carlson is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Rip left. Tighten up. Watch the edge.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And it'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. He'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
Hey, wahoo!
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They'll drop the throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Go, go. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D, get off the field. 24 is the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Let go.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Keep playing.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Look at me. Go, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ricky, 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare.
Yes.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Blue down, blue down. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Fair.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Cut. Lee Griffin.
A give to Kamara running right. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Got it.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. You got three down.
Hey, Delta.
24 is the mic. Bring it.
Hey, Orbit. Now.
They'll set up a throw. And this one complete to Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
24 is the mic. Go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's another Saints first down.
Ready up.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now.
Watch left. Now watch right. Switch.
And ready.
Running with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
14.
They come out here in the eye.
Watch the screen.
Greystone travel.
Watch the screen.
Check it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
General West.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Share. Check your hot read.
On first down, Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Under 10. 10. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3.
You're out.
Deuce. Save. He's coming.
5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Go.
Mike's 47. Hey, watch the slant. Switch. Back.
Get.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got to step it up.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 9.
24 is the mic.
Watch the slats.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, Didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 6-6, bullet high.
Check 26, check 26.
Deep grip.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
218, chop it. Rock it. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get ready.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Topper!
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 3.
Look, squeeze.
Safety's creeping.
Check up. Hit it.
Now Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Come on,
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Shift. Wide, get wide.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Both sevens to Mike. Check. Fresno. Shit.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Coaching spell. Hey, Haywood.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Gone.
Slam. He's checking. Crash.
Hey.
On fourth down, Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Marcus Davenport. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready, go. Deep grip.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 31, Raiders 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, exit.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now. Hit it.
On 4th down, Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Okay, double up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed, Charles, by